Hello, everybody. This is Kevin again. Anyway, well, you all know who I am. Anyway, today we're going to talk about on this one, talk about the urinary tract infection or UTI. A UTI is something that, okay, hi, Riley. He just emailed or texted me. A UTI is something that's common in a long-term care setting because people just don't have good hand hygiene and they don't have a number of different things like uh, wiping from front to back. I'll leave that as it is. Leave it at that on that one. The UTI is common because the people present symptomatic. They become confused. They spike a temp. They have foul smelling urine and things like that. So the common thing over the past 40, 50 years has been we just send a specimen. Well, right away you send a specimen to the lab, and they're probably going to start them on some broad spectrum antibiotic, which is what we're trying to get away from. So what we normally do is identify a problem. We isolate the problem. We identify the problem and say, Miss Jones is coming down the hall and she's got probably, confusion, despite the temp. She's got foul smelling urine. It burns when she pees, things like that. And we know that's a change in status because she's normally alert and oriented and she's doing fine. So, but now she's got a change in status. So a change in level of consciousness, whatever you want to call it. She is different today than she was day before yesterday or even yesterday. So the first thing they're going to do is probably send a urine specimen. When they send that specimen, they send it to the lab, and then they call the doctor and say, can we just go ahead and write an order for a broad spectrum? She's probably got a UTI. And they say yes. That's where we stop. That's where we're changing. That's what we're not doing anymore. Because if we're doing what they used to do is write the broad spectrum. And what that causes a problem with is it runs you afoul of antibiotic stewardship. Antibiotic stewardship says that we want to decrease the need for broad spectrum antibiotics or decrease the use of broad spectrum antibiotics. What we're doing now is we send the specimen to the lab. You get your results back in 24 to 48 hours. Then you write a laser focused targeted antibiotic that's based on the DNA or RNA that's found in the specimen that you sent to the lab. That way and that's in 24 to 48 hours. So there's no need to write a broad spectrum and use that for 3 to 10 days, only to get the results back from the lab to find out it's the wrong antibiotic. So you don't do that anymore. So in essence, what I'm saying is you're not going to decrease the use of broad spectrum antibiotics. You're going to eliminate the use of broad spectrum antibiotics because there's no need for them. You're getting results back in 24 to 48 hours, so you don't have to write broad spectrum anymore. You write the target antibiotic the next day as to what they need in order to treat those symptoms and take care of that bug. And if it's a long-term antibiotic use, somebody that's been on antibiotics for a long time, or they're a chronic UTI, well, guess what? Now you're going to write an antibiotic for whatever bug is in there. It might be 2, 3, 4 different bugs that are in there. They find on the report. So when they find out more than one bug, which is polymicrobial, more than one microbe, what they're doing is saying they're going to write a bunch of antibiotics or one that covers the vast majority of those bugs, and then they're going to kill them all. And once they've killed all those bugs that are the pathogens that are in the urine, what they're able to do is go ahead and take them off of long-term antibiotics, which is the goal anyway. So use this video to inform yourself. This specific video on urinary tract infections. If you got any questions, you can always email me or text me, but this one should be very beneficial for you moving forward as far as understanding what goes on in the long-term care setting when it comes to antibiotics, urinary tract infections, antibiotics, and antibiotic stewardship. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.